ain't been the same. Things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs from way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat grits.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chicago Bears. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
For the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
16-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 4-yard line.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL and Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. To expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, it's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they give this time to the tailback. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Frank Clark.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
27 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
At the Bears' 5-yard line.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mahomes going to throw. Down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Butker's kick here is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady route.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
It don't matter.
And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Wentz. And this will be caught by Mooney. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
Yeah, and it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. From the gun, it's Wentz. This one complete to Jordan Reed. That one good for 14 yards. And it'll be a second down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
To throw again on second down. Wentz forced out to his left. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I don't think you got it, sir.
Now Mahomes. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go. Mike's 40, 82, 40. 65, 65, 65.
Working from the gun, Wentz looking deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Wentz. That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Wentz now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. The 1st half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Man, I got you. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Get the leg. Hey, 43. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Time to go right now.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Escaping the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now at Soldier Field.
With the score.
It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. On first down, Wentz. Trying to lay one up deep. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
56, Mike, 56. It's out of time. It's out of time. 56 to Mike. 15. And Ripple is 49. Check 49. Check 49. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
On first down, Mahomes being chased out left. He's going to air it out for Dorsey. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Chiefs 27, Bears 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I can go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
12-yard line.
He was hit and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 6 there on first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Oh, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. 46 down, man. 5-4. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Again, it's Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
No, and I think he went backward. He did. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes now on first down. That one complete to Hill. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Check. Lucky.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, It leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Complete.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
For David Montgomery.
As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
50 the mark, 50 the mark. Check tight, check tight, check tight. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he finds Montgomery complete. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
To David Montgomery. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Wentz to throw again.
6-yard line.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point.
Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're in control here as they start first and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak.
Check 43.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and that will write a finish to this ball game.